Hey guys, it's Jess and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today and clicking on this video. If you're new here, I just want to say hey, welcome, what's up? If you want, be sure to head on down below and hit that subscribe button. And if you like this, leave a like, that's super cool. So today's video is very exciting because for the first time ever, I am partnering with someone and we are doing a very exciting giveaway. So if you want to win something for free, stay tuned. I am going to be telling you my study tips, how you can make A's in college or truthfully high school if you do the same thing. And if you're lucky, you might even win something in this video, so stay tuned. So I made a list of things I do that just really help me, I think, study better and in the end score higher on tests or just have a less stressful school year basically. So I made a list of 10 things you can do, so I'm just going to share those tips with you. So the first thing I would suggest would be to make a study plan. I don't know if that's the right thing to call it or not, but a lot of times when I know I have an exam coming up in a month, I'm gonna look at how the lessons fall, and I'm gonna look at how much content we're going over, how many chapters we're reading, and usually at least a week before I want to start studying. If you're still in high school, that might sound kind of foreign, but sometimes a week just isn't enough. I mean, you start to learn, I feel the first test is very much a trial and you start to learn what works and what doesn't work, but for me, I kind of look at the beginning of the semester and I like to look at when tests in all my classes fall. So then once you look at all this, what I do is I plan how I'm gonna study that upcoming week, and I break it down into chunks, and I even plan out hours of my day, oh, these 2 hours between 2 and 4 on Sunday, I am going to study all of this stuff for my government exam, and I'll do stuff like that, and it's so helpful. I think I sort of touched on this, but you need to start studying early enough. If you don't start studying, if you wait until the night before, if you've been cramming your whole life and you think it works, I don't know, some people are geniuses, maybe it does, but usually if you wait until the last minute, you are going to be so mad at yourself. There just comes a point where you could have maybe done amazing, but because you waited till the last minute to start studying, there's just no possible way you can relearn and comprehend everything one more time. It's just not gonna happen. And so the most important thing you can do, I think, out of all of this is start studying or preparing for any exam, project, whatever it may be. Start studying and preparing for it early enough. Number 3, when it comes to studying, you have to find the perfect environment for you. Everybody's different, and so I don't even want to tell you oh, this is the perfect thing, because it's not. Some people like to be in more crowded areas, some people need complete silence. I know for myself, I have to kind of mix up where I study or else I get bored. I find a couple places I really like, but one thing that I have been doing so much this year is I have been studying kind of all over my dorm, and I like to use common areas. But so what I will do, I will take my Holtzy lap desk with me. This is so exciting to be sharing this with y'all. But so Holtzy reached out to me and sent me one of their lap desks, and it is so well made. And so what I like is to just take it with me. I'll go study in the lounge. I'll study in this chair right here. I will study. I used it at home recently too. It's so nice, and it comes with a handle on it. Very sturdy, but also not too heavy to carry around, so it's just perfect. And so I'll just be walking around my dorm with my little lap desk, and then I find a nice place and I park it, unpack my backpack. But I think you need to know where you study best. Maybe it's the library, maybe it's the futon in your dorm room. I don't know. For everyone it's different, but if you know you're someone who likes to study in different places, this comes so much in handy. My Holtzy lap desk has been super amazing to use because it's just really practical. I wanted the gray one because a lot of my room has different gray accents, and so it's kind of cool. It blends in super well, and so I've been using it once a day or every other day, and so no, it really comes in handy. I definitely think having a lap desk is an essential that pretty much every college student needs. Unless you don't study, but no, even then I use it sometimes. I put my computer on it and watch Hulu on it, so anyone can use it. But this is something I did not use last year that I wish I had. If you're interested in winning one of these lap desks, there's only a few things you need to do and you'll be entered into our giveaway. First thing you gotta do is go follow Holtzy on Instagram. I'll also link it in the description for you guys to make it really easy. Next thing you gotta do is go follow me if you aren't already. My Instagram is @allthatjessyt. Then what you gotta do is leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Once you've done all these steps, I'm gonna have a post on my Instagram today, and just comment done or let me know that you did it basically, and then you are entered into our giveaway. It's gonna last 2 weeks. This is only open to US residents, but it's really simple. So I'm so excited to see which one of you wins, and to actually get to be a part of this is really cool, and to do something that helps you guys, because I know for me it's been really nice, and my friends can attest to this. I've been using it a lot, so I think it's gonna be really cool for one of you guys to get it too. Before you begin studying, make sure you have all the essentials, whether it be your charger, a blanket, some snacks, water, I don't know what it is, but whatever you're doing, make sure you have everything you need ahead of time. I learned very early on that if I didn't want to be studying, I would find any excuse possible to stop. So I'd be like, oh, I need to go get a snack. Oh, I think I need to go get a different highlighter, like the weirdest things. So have everything you need, and that's gonna make it so much easier. And my thing is, it's like you just have to get in the zone. Sometimes it takes a little while to like get in the right mindset to study. Make sure you're listening to the right music or the right playlist when you're studying. You may not even like music, but if you do, I would say look for like chill study vibes. I love to listen to like ambient noise. I'll listen to rain noises. I sometimes like water noises, like rivers. I don't know, it's very soothing to me, like the ocean. I have a white noise machine now, but then there's also some really good ambient noise playlists on Spotify. I love to listen to some kind of music or some kind of background noise while I'm studying, but if there's words, I'm gonna start thinking about something else and I will just totally get lost. Study in both groups and by yourself. I think that both of those are like very powerful tools to do well. I think that if you can study in a group and actually get work done, that is so nice, especially because when you're in a group, what usually happens is one of you might have one concept down super well, but then somebody else might be really confused on that, and because of that you can teach each other, and a lot of times you're teaching each other through your own method, and I think that's different from how a professor or a teacher might show it to you initially. And I think learning it that one more way can really, like, sometimes it just makes things click that weren't clicking before. And with that, I think you also gotta do some study time on your own. I found that like if I do one or the other, I don't always do as well, but like doing both, like maybe quizzing with one of my friends or meeting in a big group or then doing a little on my own, like doing all of these different things really helps you do better. Quiz yourself. And I'm not just talking Quizlet, although Quizlet is very handy. If you can answer questions that are similar to what might be on an exam, like you're good. I mean, obviously you need to understand like the broader concept, and I feel wary of mentioning Quizlet because I think everyone's aware at this point that like so many tests have been like leaked onto Quizlet. Leak's not the word, but like so many tests have just been released or published that should not have been published because they were like copyrighted material, and so it's like kind of a slippery slope because like that is cheating. But if you make your own Quizlet and quiz yourself, like that is really helpful. I guess some people would say that's using your resources. I'll let you think about that moral question on your own time, but no, quiz yourself, use Quizlet, have your friends quiz you. That can be good too. Basically, I guess what I'm saying is just like be prepared. Like if you can answer these questions, you're gonna do really well on the test. And even better, if you can teach someone, like maybe when you're going through quizzing, if you can like teach it to someone else, then you're gonna be so good. Turn off your notifications. I think it's very dangerous to have on like Instagram, Twitter, Snapchats all coming in while you're sitting there, especially if you've like if you posted anything on any of those platforms right before you go study. It's like you want to see how many likes or how much interaction you're getting, and it's so distracting. And so I would say even like if you don't have to be in contact with anyone, like I kind of always have to have my phone, I kind of always have to be available to people, but even then I can turn off my social media notifications, which changes everything. It really does help to just like tell yourself, you know what, for the next 30 minutes, like no social media for me. And I found like sometimes once you like, if you can get that first 10 minutes or that first 30 minutes of just like distraction free focus, then I find it's a lot easier to just stay working and just be like, okay, I'm gonna finish this out. Okay, I'm gonna finish this chapter. Take intentional study breaks. I did mention earlier in the video, sometimes I get distracted and take too many breaks, but I think that if you schedule them out and you don't just start losing your mojo, I think breaks can be really powerful tools. So what I like to do sometimes, and I know it sounds crazy, but if I've been like working super hard, especially on essays, I love to just like have a dance party. Like I will turn on my music or put in my AirPods and I will just like have a very bad dancing, embarrassing time all by myself. No one's here to watch me dance badly. It's really great, but it's like I will just like have fun, jump around, burn some energy, and just kind of move because I've been still for so long. That's not the only way you can take a break. Sometimes it's just nice to take a walk or, you know, grab some water, or like sometimes I'll go outside for like 3 minutes. I don't know. There's a million things you can do, but I try to not just make my breaks be checking my phone, although it's good to do that also. But no, I just try to do something that either gets me up and moving or thinking about something other than school. Make your own review. Whatever you're doing, I know that like a lot of times it's not uncommon for someone else in your course to make a review. Especially now, I found in college a lot of people make these large class group me's, so then you're in a group me with like, I don't know, like 75 to 100 plus people, and so someone in there is probably gonna make a review and share it. But if you use the review, a lot of times you kind of miss out on this like learning process you go through when you actually physically make it yourself. So if I do what I mentioned and do a study plan and kind of have it scheduled out, I will start making reviews like a week or two in advance, and then once I'm like making it, is one thing. It really helps you to kind of learn stuff. But then when you start going over it over and over again, that also kind of just like, I feel like it drills it in your head more and helps you get to know it better. And I don't know, just like when you use someone else's review, you never really know if they missed something or not. And so I think it's always better just to do the work yourself and be sure about it and know. So guys, those are my tips on how to study and how to succeed in college. I'm really hoping that these are somewhat helpful. I really hope that at least one of these is new to you and helps you in some way. If I forgot any tips, please, like always, let me know in the comments, because it's really fun when you guys do share some, because I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. If you want to win the Holtzy lap desk, the steps are going to be in the description box, but remember, follow Holtzy on Instagram, follow me, like and subscribe, and let me know on the post on my Instagram, and then I'll know that you're entered. But yeah, it's going to be super fun. I can't wait to see who wins this, and I will be updating it on my Instagram. So if you're not already, like I mentioned, a lot of fun stuff has been happening on Instagram. I've been posting on my story a lot. Yeah, it's been a good time, y'all. I'm so happy to be back in school and to be making more videos for you. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!